everybody. The island of Galveston has a deep, rich history. Of course, it had its upstanding good citizens, but it was the bootleggers, gamblers, and women of ill repute that gave the island some intrigue. It's all set in a musical wrapped around the lives of the Maceo brothers. Please welcome the producer of Galveston the Musical, Dr. Robert Wilkins, and Philip Duggins, the artistic director with Masquerade Theater. Hi there. Doctor, what is it that made you think, you know what, I want to do this? Because you're an eye doctor, otherwise.
Well, first of all, let me tell you, those gangsters were good gangsters.
Good gangsters.
They were good for the island, that's for sure. I was a kid growing up there. I was 15 years old, and it was normal for me to take a date out, go after the movie to have a drink, play a little blackjack, and maybe even get a bordello show while we were there. That was the norm.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. And I went off to college, and I realized this isn't the way it is everywhere.
Because where are your bordello shows at?
Right. So when I came back to Galveston, I decided that this was an era that was moving on and that it would be fun to have these people taped. And so I started finding all the old gangsters and madams and everybody who was involved, preachers.
Yeah.
And I interviewed them. I interviewed the Attorney General of Texas, who shut him down, and started writing a book.
Yeah, and you did your own research, and in fact, that almost got you in trouble one day because you were at a certain place.
Oh, okay.
And someone spotted your car there.
I came by here yesterday to be sure I could say this.
Yes, yes. Okay.
I had to interview this madam, old madam from Galveston. I made an appointment with her at her whorehouse, and I went down there. I was a young doctor. Didn't want anybody to see me. I looked up and down, you know, and went on in, and we sat at her kitchen table, and while we were visiting, the phone rang. She left to answer the phone. She said, "It's for you." For me? I went in there, my secretary was on the line. And I said, so I got back to the office, and I looked in the card file, and it said, whorehouse, 83267. Don't do that. And furthermore, don't ever call me when I'm in the whorehouse.
Dr. Wilkins, someone said they saw your car. Right. Philip, it's got to be cool to you know, with theater, to do something that has some local flavor and some history to it.
It is. It's very exciting for us. When I met Bob, his enthusiasm for the project was a lot, and obviously it got me excited. And once we looked at the script, and as I got more familiar with it, it became something that we really wanted to do. And of course, we're big fans of this area. That's the big thing about Masquerade. We're about keeping really great professional talent in Houston as opposed to seeing it leave. So we kind of fit hand in hand because we're about this community and the show is about this community. So it was a perfect marriage for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, someone in our audience is going home with a family 4-pack to see the show. And that is going to Natalie Hernandez. And I got to tell you, if the show is as happy and exciting as you two are sitting here today, then I'm
well,
in.
here's your ticket right here for opening night.
There we go. You can catch Galveston the Musical at the Hobby Center for the Performing Arts September 30th through October 9th. Get tickets at thehobbycenter.org. And if you enter the code GREATDAY, you'll get 10% off your tickets. All right, coming up, we have proof that cooler weather is on the way. These guys are hanging Christmas lights. We'll ask some people how they cope with the heat. But first, here's Masquerade Theater with Million to One from Galveston the Musical.
I've gambled with cards, I've gambled with dice, I've bet on the horses, and winning is so nice. But I'm losing everything right from the start, 'cause now I'm playing with my heart. It was a million to one. I'd gamble on love, and I found you. It was a million to one, but what could I do? For once, my heart was the one, convincing my eyes to see you're the million to one chance, the only one for me. then I'm sure to win. It was 1,000,000 to 1. I'd open my eyes and see you're the 1,000,000 to 1 chance, the only one for me. I know before the games begin, if I lose it all to you, then I'm sure to win. It was 1,000,000 to 1. I'd open my eyes and see you're the 1,000,000 to 1 chance,